What's up, traders? Two trades today, GLNG, MRNA. Keep in mind, doing these things for free. Least you can do if you're going to sit here and watch it is hit that like button. Appreciate the support. Here's the live trades. Go ahead and try to get in here on the Ask 807. New fill there. See what it does. Give it a second. Nope. That was the drop we were looking for. That's the problem with SSR is you try to play the wiggle. You can't just hit the bid after you feel the wiggle. You still got to try to get in on the ask. GLNG actually coming back up here. Gonna look to get a start here. Starting to wiggle. Definitely wiggling. We're gonna put our order in there. Got 816. We got filled. Looking for this to come back down through 8. Here we go. Should go for the 8 break. Put it down here. It's about right. Oh, scroll in here. So what's the bottom of this candle? 791. So yeah, getting ready to get the 8 break here. We'll go for a little bit below that. We'll put it at 786. I like this. Look for that to come down, break that previous area. A little bit of a fake break here. Still got VWAP all the way down there near 766. Got to get through 8 first, obviously. GLNG trying to go high of day again. Put an order out there at 858, looking for that 850 break. Never got down and tested 8, so I feel like we're still okay. We haven't really had a good pullback. You can see the moving averages are still pretty far down there. So if this wants to break up and through, we'll be looking to get that add. If not, this is something we'll probably look to take off around that $8 area because it's looking like that might want to try to hold support. Not a huge fan of how this is played out. Also, not a huge fan of the daily either. So not really looking to stick around in this too much. But if this does want to run up here through 850, we'll be more than happy to get an add here and see what it does. We go right to 850. Getting ready to go through. There we go, we're through. See if we can get up to 58. 54, 55, 58. There we go, got our fill. Nice. Coming right back down, right back through 850. Nice. Actually top tick this. So we can get our order out there. I'm like fumbling here. Let's see what cover 1R would be 816. So let's go ahead and just put the full order out there, see if it wants to come down and fill us. So what cover 1R is, it's a button I've had for a while, just haven't been using it. But at any given time I'm in a trade, it'll take my current average and it'll tell me what price I need to cover based off of what I'm risking if it were to go and stop me out at high of day. So to get to that point, it would be 816. I think that's the first time so far that I've actually ever top ticked a stock, because usually I hit the bid, but I was forced to hit the ask. Here we go, coming down. See if we can get through that 825 area. I feel like if we do, we'll get that pop down towards our fill order at 816. Right there at 25. See if we can get through. There it is. It's through. See if we can get down through 20. It's a pretty big move down. I'm not really looking to let this pop back up against me. I'm going to take it there. So, oh wait, did I only cover half? I'm still in this. Okay. So I still have half my position. I thought, for some reason, I thought I was over the full position. All right, let's put the other half in here at 807. We'll look for this to come back down a little bit further. Totally thought I was out of the full position there. That's my fault. I guess I hovered my mouse up a little bit. It did bounce right where we thought. Maybe we'll look to 50-50 out of this again, 807. Because if this does fail, it's looking like we'll come down and at least try to test VWAP. So I'm going to put my order right above that. Yeah, I'm thinking I'm just going to put the whole thing there. Like fumbling around in my head here how I want to try to take profits, but we're going to just put the whole thing there above 8. I don't really want to look for this to try to hold 8, especially with just some remaining shares. We'll just go ahead and look to get out of this thing altogether. If we can get down there and test 8. Here we go, making the move. Back down to that 20 area, see if we can get the breakthrough. Nice, 15, 11. Let's give us that little push. 11. 9. There it is. Cool. So we got our fill there. Nice trade here on GLNG. Love it. So could have got a little bit better maybe on the first cover. I actually thought we were covering the whole thing a little bit less than 1R, but I will be pretty happy with getting that second little bit down there. So patience wins, even after we made the mistake of thinking that we were actually out of the trade. So actual top tick. Love it. MRNA right off the scanner here, looking for this 50 pop. Nice. See if we can get the bid to actually come up with it. Here we go. Nice, here we go. All right, we're in. Oh, what just happened? All right, now we're in. Thought we were in at 60. I guess my mouse wasn't actually over the button. Man, I'm having some issues with that today. My mouse pointer is not where I think it is. Go ahead and put the order out here, 68.08. Looks to be about 50% of the current extension from previous resistance. Once it gives us that quick pullback, we'll gladly take it. Be about 50 cents here. It's pulling back, 25. Not quite. And cancel this, and we're going to split it in half here. So put half of 68.08, and we'll go down through 68 for more. Now that I've let it consolidate a bit, we were just looking. We always put that order out there just in case if it wants to give us that quick flush. If it wants to give us the quick flush, we'll take it. If not, and it looks like it wants to consolidate a little bit, the odds are it's going to work its way down. So then I might look to split my orders a little bit more, try to take a little bit more out of it when that's the case. But if you get a quick move up, the odds are you're going to get a quick move down. So that's why I like to throw the order out there just in case it does give it to us. If not, then so be it. But I'd never want to actually miss that move back down if it's a quick flush and then have it go all the way back to high day, because then you start to get frustrated and then emotions can come into play, and yeah, we don't want that. So that's why I've been working really hard on trying to always make sure I throw that order out there right after I get in. And I'm actually going to start throwing these stop max orders out there. So if I get to a point where I feel like I need to throw that out there, hopefully I'll get to show you. All right, we're coming back down to that first order, 68.08. Got through 20 there for a second, saw 17. Just looking for the 68 test for at least half the shares. Just trying to be patient here. There it is, 17 again. 17 seems to be holding support here. It's fun playing the higher price stocks. You always get the spread that you have to deal with. So it's like you think 8 cents to 17 cents is not a big deal, but when 17 cents is on the bid, you got 27 on the ask. So really, you're going from 8 cents to 28 cents. And there we go. We're popping back up here. Right back up through 50. Not exactly what we want to see. This is still a really extended move, though. I wouldn't really consider that an actual pullback. So if it wants to continue, we'll be game to keep playing here. 5-day 73. I'm also trying to be a lot more patient. I'm trying to be aggressive, but at the same time, I'm trying to be patient. I want to be aggressive with my entries, but I want to be patient with the overall move. Because if we look at MRNA here, look how extended this looks overall, right? Here we go, high of day. See if we can get up to 69. That's what she said. Here we go, making the move up to 69. That line on the daily, or that line is off the daily, by the way. Nice little resistance point. Just watching the price action, seeing if we want to go through 69 or not. Would love to get the ad up over 69. Here we go, through. Starting to jiggle here a little bit. There it is. All right, so we're going to get our ad here at 92. We're going to cancel these orders. We're going to put some new ones in, shall we? Debating on how high I want to go here. Put it 57 for now. Just in case it wants to give us that quick flush. Actually, yeah, let's see what the cover is. So cover 1R is 68.40. Ooh, came right down there. Wonder if we would have got filled. Didn't even see what it got to. See if we can get the flush down through the $0.50 to 40. That'll give us our 1R on the trade. Kind of pop back up to the 70 area and it's holding. Let's scroll and see what it got to there. 57. So we would have missed it by 2 cents. That would have been pretty frustrating. Here we go, trying to break 50. If we get through 50, I got a pretty good feeling we're going to get out our half here at 68.40. And it keeps popping back up there. It's looking like a fake break here. We have 20, so we got our 1-1. Going to look to get our 2 here based off of what it does. It's coming right back up to the high day. Just feels like this thing wants a pullback, but it keep driving the price up here. Go ahead and put our 20 in for the 2. Just feels like it's trying to jiggle. It's a slow jiggle, but it's there. We're going to add at 12. Or we actually got an 07. Ugh, that sucks. I guess there wasn't enough shares there at 12. Now we're going to cancel them. Let's cancel these, hit the cover 1R. That's a 68.58. We'll go up a little bit higher just to kind of front run it a little bit. We'll go to 67. Our average is sitting up here in the 90s, so I'd be happy with it. Just looking to get that 50 test again. It struggled there before, so I don't really want to make it try too hard again. Let's actually put it at 1R. Be happy with it. Right? It is above 50, so if it wants to test it, it did try before. I have a feeling we'll at least get the test. Yeah, while I'm thinking about it, here's the stop max button. So if I were to hit the stop max button, you'll see I have $30 in there. So I'm basically risking, if I get up to 69.65, that's where I would have to stop out to hit my max loss. Just to give you guys an idea of the range. So the way that I played this, if I stop out at high day, that's obviously not going to be the full $30. So I'm looking to make 1R based off of my current risk. But if for some reason it does want to go against me, that's where my max loss would be. Just trying. 55, 54, 52. Didn't quite want it, so we hit the button ourselves, got 56. See if we would have got our fill. It's trying to bounce off 50 again. Nope, bounce right back up. So that was a good cover. So we do have leftovers here. We're just going to trail these out. But as of right now, that was a good cover. It's trying to use that 50 area as support yet again. Let's go ahead and put the stop in. Stop, position, trail. And we'll do, the scale's 50 cents, so we'll just do 50 cents. And buy. So that puts our stop right now at 69.14. Average is at 68.90. And we'll see what it does. This is like the 5th or 6th time it's tried to get back down through 50. It's just not cooperating. Keeps getting bought up through. Feels like it really wants to try again. All right, here we go. This is going to be the last time I give it. If it gets bought back up through 50, I think we're going to go ahead and just take it. Basically, if I see 60, we're out. Nope. All right, we're just going to take it. Got 63. It just felt like it kept trying to get through 50, and it just did not want to stay under 50. It kept getting bought up. So we'll take that, and that was a pretty good winner. All right, traders, that was my 2 trades, GLNG, MRNA. Just to quickly go over what I was, looking at, kind of recap my thoughts. I mean, I feel like you could kind of see my thoughts and process watching the live trade, but just to kind of give you an idea, this was on SSR, GLNG. If you scroll out real quick, you'll see I kind of drew this line. It was pretty much used as resistance a bunch of times yesterday. So that was kind of what I was using as my previous resistance over here as kind of our breakout point, even though the move started from all the way down here. So when I saw those two combined, that's kind of what I liked, because I was like, okay, this is a pretty big move off the bottom, but we do have a resistance area that it broke and we are extended from it. So that's kind of what got us in to start. And if you noticed, we actually tried to get in at 807 the first time when it made this move back down to 791. We didn't get any fill there, so when it came back up, we were still interested, because obviously that wasn't a real pullback to us. And it tried again, and then it decided to keep on going. So we actually just threw a random order out there looking for the 850 break, and it went up, and it actually filled us right at the top. 858, that was our order. That was the high of day, and that felt pretty good. So obviously it would be nice to still be holding this thing, saying, oh, we top ticked it and we're still in it. But I'm going to be pretty happy with the trade overall. As it came back down, it felt like we were hitting maybe a little bit of a base. It was a pretty strong move back down. And so we took some off, and as you can see, it did start to go back up. So who knows if this actually wanted to go higher? It could have, went higher and went up to $9. We don't know. And looking at the daily, this was coming off of a pretty big bottom and down a couple days here. So I was looking for this to actually squeeze possibly a little bit more, but thankfully it didn't. And we came down a little bit more, had some leftovers, which was by complete accident. And it ended up working out in our favor, because I thought we actually had taken the whole thing here. And so we actually got a little bit more out of it than we probably should have. So good trade there on GLNG. Over to MRNA. MRNA, this one was a little bit slower, but looking at previous resistance here, this was a line off the daily, like I mentioned in the live trade. If we scroll in, it was really just the top right here of all of these times it was used as resistance. And so when I first entered the trade, I knew that that was a possibility. So we took a trade. We probably should have gotten out some of our shares here. I mean, from top to bottom there, it's pretty close to 50%. Probably shouldn't have been looking for too much more there, but I guess we got a little bit greedy, and it decided to run. Actually, I had thought in my mind about cutting there, but I realized it was a fast move, so I decided that we didn't really get too much of a pullback. I'm gonna go ahead and just add, and we didn't get any kind of a pullback here. Kind of consolidated, tried to go a little bit higher. We could read that it was a bit of a fake out, through a whole dollar. So we decided to get even more shares. We were hard at this point when it started pulling back. We knew that we were hard stopping at high of day. So if it wanted to get there, so be it. Wasn't even going to be a max loss. But we knew that if we could get down to where our 1R on the trade was, it was going to be a pretty nice trade. And that's exactly what happened. We were looking for this to get through that 68.50 area and maybe give us a VWAP touch. But unfortunately, it just was pretty strong. And we kind of read that. And as you can see on that final cover, it tried to get through 50 like 6-7 times. And it just did not want to stay under 50. And that last time, I told myself, if it goes up through 60, gets back through 50 and up through 60, I'm just going to cut it. That's exactly what I did. And as you can see, that was the right move. It actually ended up going back to high of day, and now it's just consolidating up there. So that was my 2 trades. Great bounce back day. I'm pretty positive that you couldn't see my orders and whatnot in the trading thing because I made the chart bigger. I was having a lot of people mention that they couldn't see the charts again. So I'm working on a new layout to try to get it so that you can see everything a little bit better. I might just have to go back to one chart and mix everything else in there. But as you can see, our max loss today was $30 at any given time. So making 1/3 pretty much on both of these trades of our max loss is exactly what we're looking to do. That way, when we do have our winners, it will easily make up for any of the losers. That's one of the most common problems that I've been having. I put a lot of thinking and had a long conversation with Brian last night, and that's exactly what we were trying to fix. And so by doing what we did today, I think we might be onto something. We're going to talk about that more tonight. Don't miss the Friday night live stream at 9 o'clock Eastern. We're going to be diving into this, talking more about it, talking about how, our current strategy that we were using as of yesterday just might not be working like we intended, and how we might try to not necessarily become Tinker Tim. That's not the goal here. It's really just to kind of squeeze what we now know from trading that, 40, 50 times and learning from it, right? We're not looking to necessarily change completely because we're not. It's the same core edge. It's the same core strategy, but we're just looking to perfect it. We're looking to squeeze it together. So that's all I got. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Always appreciate that support. If you do have any questions or comments before the live stream, leave those down below. And if I don't get to see you tonight, have a great weekend, and I'll see you guys Monday. Peace.